Morning, folks. You'll catch me on a Sunday morning. Sunday morning, just after 6. And we're on Mrs.'s dairy farm today. This morning, well, I've been past few mornings. Julie, the lady that normally works, my brother's had an operation, so they're down a person at the minute. So I'm just helping them out in the mornings at the minute, get things done, feed the cows and that. I don't know if you can see, you probably can't see me at all at the minute, I shouldn't think. So there you go. Oh dear. Right, she's away. Got lights here somewhere. There we go. Lights already on. No. She's up on. Yeah. Bit steamy. Right. This is a feeder wagon, by the way. It's a king feeder. I'll get this out and get it start chopping. This is a new one. I don't know what it is. What is it? It's T6020. This is. Not sure what horsepower this little tractor is. But it's an ideal little tractor on this feeder wagon because it's so manoeuvrable. So we'll bring this round and set this chopping, and we'll get the loader out. It's got a full power shift, as you can see. I've not really done a lot of work on these new ones, but it's got the old PTO going. I'll do a bit more on it later when it's a bit lighter. We can see what we're doing. We'll get the loader out now. Alright, the first job. Oh, bloody hell. The first job with the loader is to push over the existing feed. Let's turn the old heater up. We're a bit steamed up, can't see a lot. So let's push the can't see a bloody anything really. Well, I don't suppose you can anyway. Yeah, let's push this old yesterday's feed stuff up. Got a bit of a pile there. This is a 53170 loader. Yeah, 6 months newer than our one at the farm. So it's very, very similar. Well, it's basically the same machine, just with a smaller boom on it. Let's open that up a bit, a little bit of a God damn it. You don't want to wipe pain in the arse when it steams up, and you don't want to wipe the windows because I can't see a bloody thing. It just makes it worse then, doesn't it, when you wipe the windows? Damn it. Can't see the bloody how close I am over there. A bit far off there. Far off, I don't think. I used to do this for a living before I started with John. I worked for 2 farms, well, 3 really, I suppose. Before John, 2 were full time. I did a lot of relief milking, and it's sort of I was going to take a full-time job at Bedfordia farms, which are a very big farm over this way, and I did enjoy my time there at Bedfordia farms. If you Google Bedfordia farms, you'll find them fair easy, I should think. Big farm it is. I think they're farming 4,000 acres at the minute. So they're a fair sized farm. But anyway, they packed the dairying up just after I took a new job with someone else. So it was a good job I didn't take a full-time job with them, really. But yeah, I did about 6-7 years of milking before I started working at JWB. And I like my cows, always have done. Right. Now how they work it here is they preload the diet feed in the previous day, so obviously last night or yesterday afternoon, and there you go, that's just don't even want to and they what a pain in the bum. Really is a poor old bow, this one, isn't it? Off it goes. God damn it. Yeah, they'll put one bale in yesterday afternoon, and the rolled barley sugar beet pulp. There's a couple other bits as well, I think they put in. And then you just put the you start that chopping to give it a chance to chop the first bough, then you stick the other 2 boughs in. Now this is these squidgy boughs here are last year's silage, why they say squidgy. And that's why they're falling apart, so let me get all this out. That's all of it. Pretty sure. I'll give it a stir about and check it. That bow's a little bit better. So you've got 1200k in there at the minute. Yeah, anyway, so after yeah, no, I thought that was a bit of wrap, but it's not. No, happy with that. Yeah, after Wes's visit and that, I've got plenty of footage of us wandering around and chatting around the table with John. And I've not actually looked through it yet to see how much I've got. Well, I know I've got lots of it. I've got no end, and Teresa was videoing as well, but it's got that. But I'll probably leave that for the time being and just leave it with the driving the fast track with Wes. But one of the questions I do remember getting off that video was when I mentioned the fact that I was amazed at the differences between here and the US. The main differences I was referring to was the difference in the laws on the lorries. Now, in this country, as most people will know, The law on lorries in this country is very, very strict. You know, we have to have O licenses. John had to go through his CPC. That's got on better. You know, he's the transport manager. There's no end of hoops and regulations and laws you've got to jump through to own even one lorry. But in America, where's the lorries Wes runs pretty much the same as tractors, i.e. they're the same. There's no more stuff you need to run one of them than you do to run a tractor. And I always wonder why seemingly Americans are always running lorries when it makes sense, because there's no you don't have to have a license to drive them. You know, there's no drop. Oh, bloody hell, right down my boot. There's no driver's hours. Bloody hell. Get right down my boot, that lumber shit went. There's no driver's hours. There's absolutely nothing. There's no difference between a lorry for farm use as there is between a tractor in America. So Wes, if he wants, he can run them round the clock. The only restriction he has got for farm use on them is he can't go further than 150 miles with them. But that's obviously a fair old way, so that's not really an issue to him. So, also any farms over there, I don't suppose. So, yeah, I was quite amazed at that. And obviously in UK there's no such concession for farmers to use lorries in that manner. Otherwise we'd probably all be using them. But we seemed to really enjoy the fast track. I think we was very impressed with it. But can't see him ever going to buy one because of the parts back up there. He says well, they got back up, but it's waiting for parts. He says he's heard stories that they've right, I can take this off now. Or do we go and get one of them white ones? I'll get that later. Yeah, he says he's heard stories that machines have been stood up for 2 weeks because they ain't been able to get hold of even normal parts for them. You know, parts they should have on the shelf. So, you know, and it's no good having a machine that you ain't got backup on. That's a sure fact. Everyone knows that. So, I mean, the old JCB like the 82 would probably be ideal on his job there, because he does go a fair way with them. But yeah, it's no good when they break down and you can't, and it's off the road for 2 weeks, is it? So yeah, I really can't see Wes buying one of those. Not unless JCB get their fingers out and sort the job out and improve the parts back up in America. Which is quite surprising now, really, because I'm sure they do sell a lot of loaders and diggers over there. I suppose that is the thing, they probably look after them more than the likes of the fast tracks, don't they? So right, so that's quite happily chopping. Still quite a bit to do. You can see it's quite long in there still. Hello, girls. Right, I'm going to feed the heifers behind me now. This is the feed barn. There you go. I'm going to feed them rolled barley and some protein nuts. Well, old Trump was a bit of a turn up with the books, wasn't it? I don't think anyone was expecting that. And they're all bloody writing over there about it now, aren't they? I don't get it really. I shouldn't think they'd have been writing if Hillary got in, would they? It's a bit like Brexit over here. You know, we had the old referendum. We had the referendum and we voted to leave. And now the Remain camp, they're not happy with that. They're not happy with the fact that everyone's voted and they voted to leave, so they want to have another vote because they didn't get their way. That's not good enough. They want to have another vote so that they can try again. Well, if we'd have voted to remain in, do you think we'd have been all making a fuss? Oh no, that's not right. We need to have another one because we should be leaving, if you know what I mean. I don't know if I've explained that very well, but but you know, it's stupidity. We voted for the change. Let's get on and do it. I really don't get my head around why the first vote weren't good enough. Bully, get your nose out of the way. like I say, if we'd have voted to remain in, there wouldn't have been all this fuss, we need another vote, we need another vote. It would have just been accepted and that's it. You know, the country has voted and that's it, get on with it. I mean, it does annoy you, but you know, you can't do anything about it, can you? You know. I don't think we see half of what goes on in Westminster and all that. Just got to put up with all the crap, ain't you? But it'll be interesting to see what old Mr. Trump gets up to in America anyway. You never know, he might be a bloody good president, like the best president the US has ever had. You know, the old Americans obviously got fed up with their lot, and they wanted a change as well. That's why they voted old Donald in. So, you know, give him the chance and let him see what he'll do. I mean, what bloody good does writing do? None at all, does it? You know, they're bloody idiots. All they're doing is costing their country more money. Yeah, can't understand it myself. Right, we need to take a little bit off the fresh milk, because the fresh milk is going in a little pen before they go into the main herd, and they'll want a bit, but it needs a bit more chopping yet. It's getting there. It's getting there, but like you got bits like here hasn't chopped fully yet. In another 10 minutes, I think. You can't see too well at the minute, but you've got two augers obviously that go front to back, and they push the solids from the bottom all the way to that way, and then about this height, we can just see one there. You got another flight of augers coming back this way, and that's the mixing motion. So the bottom goes down to the far end, and then the top augers bring it back. And you got little knives. You can see where each one of them bolts is on the flight. There's a knife on there, only a small one. It only sticks up so much, but that's what does the chopping. Yeah, right, we'll leave that a minute.